I do like him because he represents, I think, a variety types of people from different races, different cultures, different ideas. And I think, and as a woman, he does represent me. He makes time in all of his speeches to say about the suffrage movement, how they struggled, and women now, and how they need to have a better improvement. So because he takes that time for consideration, I consider him.
I like Obama a lot. I think he's supposed to bring change that the country needs, you know, from the past 8 years of Bush. But I don't really like that there's only like 2 candidates, you know. I don't like the 2-party system very much, so. But Obama's the lesser of 2 evils, I guess. So I've never met him, but he seems like a nice person, I don't know. He kind of appeals to youth, I guess, more than McCain does anyways.
Well, as a person, I think that he's very well spoken. He kind of demands a presence. You can really tell that. And I think that he's got all the right credentials. I know he hasn't been in office for very long, but I don't know, I think that the things that he did in Iowa was all good things, but I guess you could say the same thing for what Palin's done for in Alaska. But yeah, I like Obama.
Being raised as a liberal, I guess I sort of automatically follow that. I hear a lot also about McCain's war history and how he supports more of the war, and the liberal side of things are usually more against, and Obama is more on track with my beliefs in foreign policy than McCain. Him as a person, I think his religious background is interesting. I don't believe that he's a Muslim, according to the north part of Wisconsin. I've heard people talking about how they don't support him because of that rumor somehow. But I also don't hear a lot about him as a person, or like his family life. I've heard his wife speak a few times when she was with him around, this was last spring. I watched her, and watching them speak is interesting because he's a really, really good public speaker, and you can tell how well educated he is, which is something I really support.
He seems responsible, and he seems like he could help the United States get out of what it is currently in.
Okay.
He definitely is much more likable. Like, I don't know, he just gets on TV and he's just like, I would say of all the candidates, like when I was back watching the, I think it was Vermont had the first primaries, like when they had their debates between, you know, like the 4 Democrats. No, that was New Hampshire.
Well, yeah, New Hampshire and Iowa before
New
that.
Hampshire,
yeah.
I watched that, and I would say of all the candidates there, I think there was like 10 on television. I think he was like the most likable. He came off just like a very nice guy. I mean, I think he's a lot better speaker than McCain. And you know, it just kind of puts you at ease. He does more than just convey his message. He really helps persuade you, I think, through his speaking.